is there an election for the equivalent of an S corp? Is that possible?
Well, in Puerto Rico, we don't have S corps. We have what is corporation of individuals. That is a kind of S corporation. But basically, a corporation in Puerto Rico now can elect to be taxed as a disregarded entity in Puerto Rico. That starts with 2022 tax year. So taxpayers can make the election until the actual tax due date. But basically, an LLC with one member can be taxed as a pass-through entity, as a disregarded entity, or as a C corp. The automatic treatment is to be taxed as a C corp in Puerto Rico. Okay, certainly Puerto Rico has those reasonable compensations as well, etc. But basically, those are the main issues as well right now.
Okay, so that's the first one, the idea of those elections that are available. Another interesting point that you raise is the fact that, as you pointed out, that the Puerto Rican entity is treated as a foreign company from a U.S. federal tax perspective, so it will be subject potentially to GILTI, and it would also be subject, I assume, to PFICs potentially as well as Subpart F as well. Okay, so that is quite interesting to note. So for those who may be going to set up that trigger CFC basically by setting up that company in Puerto Rico, a controlled foreign corp, some measure of tax planning is probably worthwhile to understand, if not potentially mitigate, some of these less desired tax effects of a structure. Okay, so that is interesting to know. I absolutely didn't know that. So that the fact that Puerto Rico is U.S. territory, people born in Puerto Rico, you are U.S. citizens, yet the companies created in Puerto Rico are treated as foreign. So the natural people are U.S. persons, but the entities are not U.S. persons. So that's a bit of a paradox in law.
Yes. And I think that that's why basically the tax system in Puerto Rico, it is like it is, right? The economic system has been developed under the premises of tax incentives that may be provided to foreign corporations, including U.S. entities. So that's why you have big pharmas in Puerto Rico from U.S. doing work here for the tax benefit and tax loopholes. But basically, for a tax perspective, we are foreign for citizenship from birth. So individuals still need to pay U.S. taxes unless the income is actually excluded by the U.S. tax code. And for example, the exclusion for wages from Puerto Rico sources is excluded for general taxpayers. But if it is a Puerto Rico born and raised citizen that worked for the federal government, those federal wages are still subject to U.S. income taxes. So those federal employees cannot exclude from U.S. gross income the income received, even that it was provided in Puerto Rico. So it's not 100%.
Okay.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.